Today, we are going to be continuing our journey into the era of the witch. When I changed the theme of revival, there were a lot of interesting topics that didn't make the rest of the season, but I still wanted to include them. So today, we're going to explore the Benandanti, or a group of people whose spiritual life was centered around mass astral traveling experiences. Back around the 15 and even into the 1600s, there was a fascinating group in northern Italy called the Benandanti. Now, Benandanti means good walkers, and the reason why they called themselves that is because they were expert astral travelers that would basically leave their body in their sleep and go and fight demonic entities and protect their crops and protect children and protect their neighborhood. So during these night battles, there would be thousands of Benandanti and demonic entities and people who were demonically oriented that would battle. And the Benandanti claimed that they would go into the astral world carrying fennel stalks and riding these different animals, riding a hare or a mouse. Another fascinating thing about the Benandanti was that they also believed that they could only really stay in this astral projected state for 24 hours. If they stayed out of body for more than 24 hours, they would become the Maladanti, or the bad walkers, and that meant that they would eventually be drawn to consume children and be drawn in all these evil activities. So you only had, according to the Benandanti, 24 hours to be out of body before you turn into one of the bad guys. The Benandanti also believed in something called a call. Now, a call is when a child is born with the amniotic sac basically unbroken around them. So the call was often seen as a sign of good luck. In the Benandanti, they believed that if you had a call, that you were a powerful mystic and that you would have to be called to participate in these astral battles. So one day you would be approached by a member of the Benandanti, of the good walkers, and you would have to, kind of give your life to them and defend the crops and defend the neighborhood. You also couldn't touch or disturb a Benandanti if they were in a trance. You had to kind of wait for them to come back and wake up. And some of the Benandanti also said that it was difficult to come back to their body and that you could kind of become hypnotized by the astral world.